Hey, Shalom. Paul Yeshua. Welcome again to the Rock. All right, what we got here? See these grapes coming in? This is the grapevine last year that produced extremely well, and it looks like we're headed to a beautiful harvest again this year. That's one of my 10 grapevines. The other 8 of the other 9 are not yet producing, but praise y'all, they're alive and doing well. But are you looking at this, this battle for who's your Shep? Are you looking at this? This is like a literal battle for your soul. Literally. You see men battling, fighting it out for your soul, and not no good way. They're battling to see who controls you, who owns you, because the understanding is that whoever has you has your pocketbook. Here's what I would suggest. Hey, everybody, cut off what you're giving these people. There's just drama. It's just drama. It's almost like it's a WWE title match, or it's a, what do they call it? The Royal Rumble. Every year at the Royal Rumble, some retired wrestler, runs in and eliminates a couple people and then gets thrown over the ropes. You're seeing people come out of everywhere. Retired, wrestlers or retired people from this ministry, and they come in and give their 2 cents. They eliminate a couple people, they get thrown over the rope. It's like a title match. It's like kayfabe. I wonder if this stuff is even real. Because it doesn't seem that way. And who are the people in the middle? It's everybody else. Everybody's attacking the next person. People doing videos about, this person's wicked, that person's wicked, this person's not a thing, that person's lying, this person's lying, this person's fake, this person's fake, over and over again. And I want to say to y'all who keep sending me this stuff, knowing that I'm trying not to do videos about this sort of stuff, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Because the people that are paying for all this are the people in the middle, the people that are undecided, the people that don't know Psalms 23, Yahweh is my shepherd, I shall not want. You got people now coming out, yeah, men should own their own land. The same things that I have been saying on this channel, the same things that me, Brother Andre, Brother David have been saying said on the Disturbers of Israel channel. I've been saying on this channel for years, for probably 6 years. Men, have your own preeminence, have your own stuff, grow your own food, do as much as you can for you. If you depend on somebody else, if the Apocrypha talks about eating meats from another man's table, if you have to ask permission, if you give your paycheck away, you're a servant. Not a servant of the Most High Yah. You're a servant to that person who you're giving it to. Now, suddenly, others are saying the same exact. They were first talking against it. Oh, that's not what it is. Whenever they're receiving a benefit of that thing, oh, it's wicked. But as soon as they're no longer receiving the benefit, and it would benefit them to have their enemy not have that system in place. Oh, suddenly now it's well, men should have their own stuff. What? See, this is a sham. It's a game. It's a game. And you're the one in the middle. The winner gets you. The winner gets you. The winner gets your loyalty, your money, your offerings, your sympathy, your willingness to fight for them, your time, your effort. It's like the presidential election. I've never voted, and this is why I don't vote, because it's usually pick the lesser of two evils. Pick one. And when you say you pick Yah was my shepherd, I shall not want. There's one good shepherd. When you say that, it's been said on this channel for years. Multiple men, multiple brothers on the live streams. I would venture hundreds of brothers have said this on the live streams. Nobody pays attention to it. So now there's a lot of innocent people sitting in the middle. They're sitting in the middle and they're listening to both sides and trying to make a decision of who's going to be my shepherd? Who's going to lead me? Instead of picking up their Bible, reading it themselves, believing what the Bible says, obeying what the Bible says. No, I need somebody to lead me. And even though you can see the worst, you're seeing some stuff that's just foul on both sides. You're seeing foul stuff. You're still sit there trying to figure out who you're going to give your soul to, who you're going to give your family to, who you're going to give your finances to, who you're going to put your, whose name do you want to put your name behind? Because Yah's name is never good enough. Never good enough. And this is the result of it. This is the result. See, I'm worried about that. That's some Jerusalem artichokes right there. That's one of my gardens. Those are the ones that I don't sell. Those are the ones that we eat right there. Those are the ones we eat. I'm worried about that because see, Yah gave us men dominion. He told us to have dominion over the earth. He told us never to give away our preeminence. He told us these things, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I've been saying it for years, and I'm gonna keep saying it. He told us these things for a reason. Because there's nothing new under the sun, and he knew, Yah knew these things were going to happen. Things that we're experiencing right now would happen. And the people that suffer the most aren't the ones that are fighting, it's y'all. You do understand that, right? The ones that suffer from these situations the most are the ones like you. The ones who the power play for your soul is taking place right now. Well, let me tell you, watch over your own soul with fear and trembling. Yes, fellowship. Yes, have brothers. Yes, have sisters. I told you sisters all the time. You need to stop following these so-called pastors. You need to get yourself a husband. Because don't nobody love you more than your husband. Yeah, but don't nobody love you more than your husband. Not your pastor, not even your father. Your husband, your father usually raises you, what, 18, 19 years? And then your husband's with you the rest of your life. Ain't nobody gonna love you like your husband. Ain't nobody. Nobody, sisters, will love you like your husband. Instead, pastor. Brothers, ain't nobody gonna love you like Yeshua. Ain't nobody gonna love you like Yah. Ain't nobody gonna love you like Yah. Ain't nobody gonna love you like Yah. And yet and still we're so desperate. We're so rejected as a people that if anybody promises us just the resemblance, just a facade of love, we'll fall for it. That's all men have to do today. Just promise a woman some love and she'll give them the vagina. Men, if your pastor just promises you some resemblance of love, you'll give up your soul. This is a shame. It's shameful what is happening. Shameful. And I would say you should wake up and realize that these two men and all the people, the lieutenants and the generals or the sergeants and the captains and the colonels, they're all fighting for your soul. They're all fighting not because they're right, but because the winner gets your mind, your will, your emotions, your loyalty, and more importantly, your pocketbook. Take away your pocketbook. Read your book. Gain the preeminence that y'all have for you. Gain the dominion that y'all had for you. Build houses, take wives, plant vineyards, plant gardens. Give wives to your sons. Give your sons, raise your sons up in a position that they can have wives. Multiply, build, multiply, build, multiply, build. We need to be like the Levites. You remember in the book, if you read the book of Joshua, the story of how Israel became enslaved. All the other brothers went into Egypt to build Pithom and Ramses because Pharaoh promised them bank. And over a period of time, it was all a plan that Pharaoh had to get them to become slaves. But Levi sat in the outside because he knew the wiles of Pharaoh. He knew the trick. See, this is a trick of religion. We need to be like the Levites and sit in the outside. Sit on the outside of this thing. Because you've watched so many people go in to try and build Pithom and Ramses. You watch so many people go in and build these men. And look at what happened to them. Look at how many got screwed over by both parties. But then there are the ones that stayed on the outside and are watching and just, we shake our heads and we say, damn, the ones that suffer aren't them. The ones that are suffering aren't the people fighting. The ones that suffering are all the ones in the middle who are trying to figure out which person do I want to follow? Which person, who do I want to be my king? Who do I want to be my shepherd? Yeshua is the king. Yeshua is the shepherd. Who do I want to, who do I believe? Both are saying, I believe, yeah, I believe, yeah. When you see that stuff happening, you need to go to your book. And I'm thankful that so many more are going to the book to read it, to follow what the book says. But seriously, go to the Disturber of Israel's channel. We don't post on that channel anymore. But Disturbers of Israel, if I can remember, I'll post a link in the comment section. And listen to the discussions that have been had in that channel. Listen to the live streams that have discussions that the brothers, the things the brothers bring in discussion about these very things. The brothers have been saying it for years on this channel. In the fellowship, you see preeminent men who have dominion over their houses, have dominion over their families, have dominion over their wives, have dominion over their lands, have dominion over their finances. You don't see a give link on this channel. You don't see a, hey, here's my PayPal and Cash App and da-da-da and da-da-da and da-da-da. I had a Patreon at one point, and I stopped posting on the Patreon because I didn't like the idea of, especially at the times that we were in, teaching gardening and having discussions like this, these biblical discussions. I didn't feel comfortable putting it behind a paywall. Hey, in order to hear the word of Yah, you got to pay for it. Hey, in order to hear things that will give you your dominion back, the things that Yah wants for you, in order for you to have that, you have to go behind the paywall. You have to pay me enough. Maybe you can hear the word. It's a game. Be like the Levites. Don't go into that slavery. Stay out. Buy your own land. If you, are around brethren, which you should be around brethren, fellowship, build around brothers that you know. But this stuff that you're seeing today, you can tell it's madness. It is absolute, utter madness. And it's just an attack. Hey, anybody that's not doing what I'm doing, I'm going to attack you. I want to see you fail. I want to see you fall. When in reality, just think about it, brothers and sisters, let me know with this. If every one of these men had been focused, every one of these men had been focused on what Yah sent them to do, how much talking would there be? How much arguing would there be? If we stopped giving them your money, your resources, your work efforts, they wouldn't be fighting for you. But they trapped so many, just like the story of Pharaoh in the book of Joshua, Pithom and Ramses. They've already enslaved so many. And now what? Now it's just a fight to see who goes where. It's like they're dividing the spoils of war. Bless you. Just think about it.